Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be looking at and comparing one size cloth diaper covers. Okay, so I'm going to be comparing 5 different covers. We have the Rumparooz One Size diaper cover, the Duo Wrap Size 2 from Thirsties, the Blueberry Capri, the BumGenius One Size, and the Diaper Rite One Size. Let's get started. Okay, so let's get started with the Rumparooz One Size diaper cover. All of the diaper covers really fit about the same weight range, anywhere from about 8 to 35 or 40 pounds. So this is right there in the, I think it's 8 to 35 pounds. This diaper is most different from the rest in terms of sizing because this has a 4-step rise. It gets very, very small compared to the other ones. The other diaper covers only have 3-step rises. This has 4, so it gets very, very tiny. I will show you here. So if you do not want to buy a newborn diaper cover and you just want to try to get away with doing a one size, this would be the one I would recommend because it gets so small. I'm actually going to compare it with the other newborn diaper covers that I have. So again, this is the one size on its smallest rise setting. This is the Blueberry newborn diaper cover, very similar in size. This is actually its newborn version on it, and these are at their largest. So look at that. Basically the same size. And here's a Thirsties, actually Thirsties size 1 duo wrap. This is actually, it looks a little bigger, I think, in comparison. So, like I said, if you do not want to buy newborn diaper covers, go with this one because it will, guaranteed, will be the smallest out of all of them just because of its rise setting. So anyway, 4-step rise. That is unique to this diaper. And then across the top, we have 8 total, 4 on each side with 2 rows each. And on the Rumparooz, the snaps are in line with each other. They aren't kind of slanted like on some of the other diapers. On the inside, there you go. No flaps or anything. And we have the double gusset here. So that is the Rumparooz One Size diaper cover. Next we have the BumGenius or Flip One Size diaper cover. So let's talk about the rise. Like I said, the rest of the one sizes will all have 3 snaps with the exception of the Rumparooz, like I said. So 3-snap rise. And we also have across the top, it's 10 total, 5 on each side with 2 rows. And the nice thing about the BumGenius snaps here on the side is this is a little stretchy. And it kind of makes it easy if you have to kind of do something funky with the snaps. If you need to do them on different rows there. And on the inside, we have a flap in the front. This is very, very nice. The one on the back, I will admit, is kind of flimsy. It doesn't really stay down, but it is nice to have. It's just kind of weird. It's not as, I guess, like tight, I would say, in the front. It's kind of loose. And the other thing that's different than all the other diapers is this does not have a double gusset. Okay, and this diaper is also probably the widest out of all of them in this area. Super wide. I mean, look at my hand. Yeah, it's the widest out of, I'm pretty sure it's the widest out of all of the diapers. But we'll do a size comparison at the end. Alright, here is the Blueberry Capri One Size diaper cover. Like I said, we have a 3-snap rise right here. And then across the top, we have 10 snaps, 2 rows of 10, 5 on each side. And these are at an angle. So that actually makes it really nice for customizing, I find, when they're slanted like that. On the inside, again, we have a little flap in the front, flap in the back. This flap is much better than the BumGenius one. And if you're gonna tri-fold pre-folds, that works very well. I speak from experience. As well as we have the double gusset over here on the side. So there you have it. That is the Blueberry Capri One Size diaper cover. Alright, up next we have the Diaper Rite One Size diaper cover. Again, we have the 3-step rise. Right here. 1, 2, 3, there you go. And then across the top, we have 10 snaps, 2 rows, 5 on each side. And there's a little bit of elastic right here, which is nice. And we gotta talk about this though. We do have a crossover snap, so if you have a very tiny waisted baby, you can cross that over, no problem. They also have a hip snap right here, this 3rd one on each side. So there's 1, 2, 3. Kind of the problem with this again is if you tri-fold pre-folds, there's no fabric basically against their hips. It's kind of all in the middle, right? So when you get to these outer snaps, you're gonna leave one, this one, the hip snap, exposed against their skin. So that's kind of a problem. If you use fitteds or you snappy on a pre-fold, then it's not a problem because there's fabric right there on their hip. But if you don't, that might be a deal breaker for you. On the inside, we have a little flap in the front, a very nice thick flap in the back compared to the others, and we also have the double gussets. So that is the Diaper Rite One Size diaper cover. Lastly, we have the Duo Wrap Size 2 from Thirsties. This diaper also comes in snaps. I will show you a snap version in a second, but first let's do the rise. There's 3 again, same as the others. And like I said, this is the Velcro version. I actually don't have any size 2 in the snaps, but I do have a size 1, so I would just kind of show you what that would look like. Here's a size 1. It's 1 row of snaps all the way across, 5 on each side. And the way that they do the snaps is kind of next to each other. So there's, there'd be basically you're skipping one. So if you did it on the innermost one, the 5th one in, be in the 5th and then the 3rd, or however you would work that. Kind of the problem, again, similar to the Diaper Rite, is that this snap, if you do the tri-folded pre-fold, is going to be against their skin. Could be a deal breaker. I'm not a huge fan of the snap version for other reasons too. I talked about this a little more in my newborn diaper cover review, so if you want to go check that out, you can, but I will just briefly explain that when you have the snap version, this kind of pulls funny when it's on them. There are plenty of pictures under the products on many different cloth diapering websites that really do show this, and I don't know why, if it doesn't bother other people and it just bothers me. But basically this pulls in such a way, because the snaps are this way and not up and down, that this flap is not being kind of held right. And because when that happens, I'm going to exaggerate to really show you, but the flap, this flap part comes up and it like stretches funny on them, and when that happens, you can get some wicking in the leg area. There are plenty of pictures, like I said, on many of the cloth diapering sites that really show that well, but I don't have a problem with that kind of thing with the Velcro, because the Velcro takes up such a huge amount of the flap in comparison. I mean, look at how much room. They could have made this much smaller, and then it wouldn't have been a big deal. So the Velcro just takes up that much more. There's no problem with any stretching like this way, basically. And it fits great. On the inside of the Duo Wrap, there is a little flap here, but I read that you're really not supposed to use it as a flap, and it actually does not exist. That flap is actually what they put the inside of the snap, like the back of the snaps, against. So if you get the snap version, you actually don't get a flap. And this is what the Velcro version looks like on the inside. So it is a flap, and I have used it as such, but I was reading that technically that's not what they intended that to be used for, which is interesting. Okay, so there's that, and again you have the double gusset as well on this diaper right here. So that is the Duo Wrap size 2 from Thirsties. Okay, so here is a side-by-side comparison of all 5 of the covers at their smallest rise setting, as well as the smallest on the waist. I forgot to mention, if you get the Velcro version, they do cross over, so I kind of did that for you guys to show that. So it's kind of hard to tell because they're not stuffed either with a fitted or a pre-fold or whatever, but the smallest for sure is your Rumparooz. I mean, look at that on top of the Thirsties. You know, I mean, look. This is definitely by far the smallest. The next smallest one is definitely the Diaper Rite. And your biggest for sure is the Duo Wrap. And it does say these 4 diapers all go up to 35 pounds ish, and of course, and the Duo Wrap goes up to 40 pounds. So there you go. These are all on the smallest setting. And just comparison-wise, here's one of the newborn diaper covers at its largest settings. You can kind of see, here is the blueberry. This is the blueberry newborn cover. So you can kind of just see size-wise where you're where that's going. So again, the Rumparooz is going to be your best bet if you want to skip the newborn size for the diaper covers, or the Diaper Rite would be the way to go for your smallest ones. Okay, so that's what they look like on their smallest settings. Now let's see how big they get. So here are the one size diaper covers on their largest rise settings, as well as on the waist. So it's always hard to tell on the video, but I will tell you the biggest one for sure is the Duo Wrap. Probably kind of equal or very similar is the Capri in terms of the sizing. And then the next biggest would be the flip here, and then the Diaper Rite and the Rumparooz are both definitely the smallest when they're on their largest, if that makes sense. So I will tell you, my son is 2 and a couple months, and he was a big baby. I'm not gonna lie, he was 9 pounds, 11 ounces when he was born, and he, at his 2-year appointment, weighed, I think it was 32 or 33 pounds. So he is a gigantic boy. He's just really tall and skinny. But kind of the problem with that is he is outgrowing the diapers that we have. So I will tell you, as real life, for real, we have already outgrown this diaper cover, the Diaper Rite, and as well as the Rumparooz. Just because they don't fit, they just don't fit him. Let's be real. One of the other problems I encountered with the Diaper Rite is, for some reason, it doesn't work very well over fitteds. It just doesn't have a lot of give in the fabric, and that's mainly what we use diaper covers for. I do use pre-folds a little more now than I did before, and if you're going to use a fitted, this, for some reason, the fabric this isn't as stretchy, and so that's a problem I encountered with this one. With the BumGenius, I also have a problem with the fitteds because the leg hole, I mean, even if it's not on its biggest one, for some reason, I don't know if it's because the flap is smaller or something, but when I put a fitted on my son and put the cover over it, the diaper is showing like a lot. Now I do occasionally have to like tuck it in on one of the other covers just because I put it on funky, but with the flip here, the BumGenius, I can't even use fitteds with this cover just because of the way it fits in the leg. I don't know if that's just my son, if it's, you know, just the way that this is designed, you know, in terms of like this way, you know, the side, this, I don't know what it is, but with this cover, I can't even use it with fitteds at all. So I only use pre-folds when I use a BumGenius cover. And then, so the Capri and the Duo Wrap are my favorite for sure. They fit him the best, and they're still working. Like I said, my son is just very, very tall for his age, and you know, his weight is obviously proportional to that. He's tall and skinny, and so these two are really working the best. I even have him, he's 2, guys. He's 2 and 2 months, basically, and he is already in the size 3. This is size 2, and he's in the size 3 on the smallest setting. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. So, cloth diaper companies, make bigger covers for big babies. I beg of you. So, you know, we're already in the size 3. For this one as well. We still use the size 2, all the way unsnapped at this point. And some of you are like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. But like I said, I'm just telling you from my experience, my son is just, he's a big boy, and that's okay. If you have a more normal sized baby, you probably won't get to the unsnapped, you know, covers until they're closer to 3. 2.5 or so, I don't know. I don't even know what normal babies' weights are. So, I hope this was helpful. I tried to give you guys a good look at everything. So, that's just my experience with all these diapers. So, like I said, the 3 we're still using at this point are these 3. No fitteds under this one, though. And, anyway, so I hope that was helpful to you guys. So once again, we had the Diaper Rite One Size, the Rumparooz One Size, the Duo Wrap Size 2 from Thirsties, the BumGenius or Flip One Size cover, and the One Size Capri from Blueberry. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and be sure to check out some of my other cloth diapering videos. I will see you guys next time. Bye.